Yeah, buddy, you already know top of the top, you dig. Hey, check this out. A lot of chatter going on, and just, you know, different perspectives in terms of Three Stacks. For those that who don't know who Three Stacks is, that's Andre 3000, aka Andre Benjamin, I believe is his last name, of Outkast, and his new pursuit artistically and playing the flute. And it's caused quite a stir. And here's the thing: for those that want to go back and listen to the old material, you can. What happens is with black music, and I as a DJ, a professional veteran DJ. Okay, let's go ahead and correct that. I have witnessed this in terms of the limitation of black music and creativity. And what happens is you hit a brick wall. And I'm tired of talking about hip hop, to be honest with you. It's like Miles Davis sitting around talking about jazz. It just is. You know, everybody's talking hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hop. I live it. I breathe it. I am it, you know. And the hip hop that y'all are used to is like GMO. You know what I mean? Like, not all y'all, but you know what I mean? Like, the average person, that's very contrived, very predictable, very boring, you know. The real true hip hop is being yourself, and I believe that's what Three Stacks is doing. He's being himself, being true to himself, and hip hop is not necessarily, you know, spitting verses all the time. Hip hop is an attitude, and to be truthful, Andre 3000 is demonstrating more of a jazz approach. Not that he's playing the sax, but being that he's stretching the perimeter. He's breaking the quote-unquote rules. And in order to be a true artist, you have to go beyond the expectation of what people are used to seeing you as. I'm going to give you an example. I remember I played this one venue. I used to be a resident at this one venue on the west side in Santa Monica. And, you know, this manager, the venue owned a Hollywood location. So I said, you know, I'd like to get up in there and do something, you know. And I guess the manager at the time had this preconceived notion of what I could do and what I couldn't do. There's no place that I can't rock. That's on that, you know. But being that he looked at me, I don't know what kind of preconceived notion that he had. And I told him, I said, hey, look, if I rock this venue, what makes you think I can't rock that one? You know, and there was this thing of, well, you don't, you know, he assumed, not knowing that I threw one of my first big parties in Beverly Hills when I was in my 20s. I was like 25, 24 at the time. He don't know that, you know. Produced a lot of college events. You know, he didn't know that. But he assumed that, you know, I was this one thing. Okay? Fate has an interesting turn. About maybe after I left that venue, because I got tired of, you know, the same old, the manager of the Hollywood location, I ended up getting a call for a residency for another venue in Hollywood, and which was right down the street from the venue that I kept trying to play. So I said, you know what, let me walk down here and see what's up. So I met with the manager at the Hollywood location, told him my residency and what I do and where I'm at. He said, you know what, we got a Thursday night. Let's try you out. And they had some kind of, you know, foofy night. I don't know what they was trying to do. A little techno, you know, night. But anyhow, fast forward, nobody showed up to that night. But when I came in, it wasn't, you know, It didn't hit the ground running, but I will say it got a good reception the first night. It didn't really hit until the second and fourth week, okay, because I had to build it up. Once people found out that I was there, they gave me the residency, tore the house down, Hollywood. See, the thing about it is, I don't compromise who I am. I run the show. I rock the show. I don't go by what people do in Hollywood. People in Hollywood follow me. And I've always been a trendsetter, and I hate using that term because it's so corny, but it's true. I've always stood my own line. I've always did my own thing. And you gotta get past the naysayers and show them you mean business. Show and prove. And with Andre, he's doing that, and you got to give him that. With hip hop, and black music in particular, there's always this limitation. I remember one time I was playing at another venue, and I was playing Fela Kuti at the time. This brother came up and was like, I was at the W Hotel, as a matter of fact. That was my residency there. I was playing there, and the cat came up and said, "Oh, yeah, when you gonna play some black music?" That's why I just shook my head. The floor packed, nasty. You dig? Friday night. You gonna ask me that, Jack? Come on, man. You a lame. Times 10. But anyhow, fast forward, that's when I know who the boo-boos are and who the trues are. You dig? So you gotta distinguish yourself, and that's what Andre is doing. And I encourage more black artists in a time where you got a woman that's 5 months pregnant squatting on stage, getting all kind of praise. You better not question Andre 3000. Let that man live and do his thing. That's how we progress and grow. They did Q-Tip the same thing. If some of y'all don't remember, when he came out with Kamal the Abstract, a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, but your so quote-unquote typical hip-hop fan had a problem with that release, because it wasn't tribey enough. I remember when Love Movement got fronted on. When Love Movement came out, A Tribe Called Quest I'm referring to, the Love Movement came out, people really weren't receptive to that album. It wasn't until they found out Dilla was on production, the bandwagoners found out he was on production. Oh, it's so brilliant. He didn't say that when it first came out. Get out of here. So it is kind of is what it is with hip hop. Take chances, and just in art in general. Take chances. Take risks. Do you, because whatever you heard from Andre already, go back to those old releases, man. I like what he's doing. It sends a good message in terms of black creativity, just creativity in general. Be yourself. Because I tell people who I was when I was 25, with the taste in women and food or whatever, was what I was when I was 25. I'm a man now. Not that I wasn't a man then, but you know what I mean? As you progress and you evolve, your tastes change in what you liked once upon a time, or what you partook in at one point. So for him, it's called evolution. It's called growing. You know what I mean? I think we need to do more in terms of music. In a minute.